Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into American Dad, Season 2, Episode 5, Stan of Arabia, Part 1. This episode is packed with surprises. Stan's loudmouth behavior gets he and his family shipped off to Saudi Arabia, and they're thrown into a world of strange customs that shake them all. Let's break it down step by step in easy wording. The story starts with Stan planning a surprise anniversary party for his boss, Bullock. Stan asks Francine to handle it, but she says she can't because it's the same night she's in a play. Stan insists. His macho pride won't let her have other priorities. At the party, when Jay Leno jokes that Francine wears the pants in the family, Stan snaps and breaks Jay's neck. Without an experienced host, Stan has to fill in and give a roast himself. It's a disaster. Stan's jokes are mean, offensive, and go really badly, causing an awful scene. Bullock, furious, sends the whole family to Saudi Arabia as punishment. At first, the Smith family is hesitant about moving to Saudi Arabia. But after getting soaking wet on the plane, Stan steps into the sauna-like heat and starts freely praising the country, daydreaming about what he sees as its manly rules. Meanwhile, Roger goes wild at the airport when he learns alcohol is forbidden. He's absolutely panicked. As they settle in, Stan is thrilled with the male-centered society. He starts acting the part, swapping his Western suit for a robe, loving that men are in control, that rules favor men, and that he's told what to do by other men. He's even told that women can't leave the house alone, only with a man's permission, and that woman's role is to serve men. These are the customs in this part of the world he's come to enjoy. Francine, however, is silent, stunned, and hurt by it all. Meanwhile, Steve is excited. In America, he was always told to behave, but in Saudi Arabia, he's officially a man, able to drive a Mercedes, shoot guns in the desert, and generally act more grown up than ever. Also, unsurprising for Steve. Hayley wants to go explore the market, so she convinces Steve to take her to the bazaar with Roger hiding under a burqa. At the bazaar, Steve ends up selling Roger to a curious man who thinks Roger is a woman. Steve takes the money and buys himself a fancy car, sunglasses, grenades, and even a DVD bootleg of the Michael Moore movie he watched earlier. Back at home, Mr. Bullock calls to say Stan can return to his old job. But here's the kicker. Stan says no. He's so happy with being in charge in Saudi Arabia that he renounces his American citizenship right there. He even burns his family's passports. But that moment turns a sweet dream into sudden tension. Suddenly, things go wrong. Steve crashes his new Mercedes into an oil derrick and is stranded in the desert. Francine ends up in a brutal fight with Stan's new second wife, one he took to be a traditional counterpart, and she starts losing to the violence and rules that Barbara finds oppressive. Hayley is running from the morality police and is terrified. Roger is being led away by his new husband, humiliated by his situation. And Stan? He watches it all from home and regrets burning those passports. Now, he and the family can't escape. Without passports, there's no way to go home. Stan of Arabia Part 1 is wild, fast, and filled with unexpected cultural clashes. Stan loves the rules there, but that joy quickly threatens Francine, Steve, Hayley, and Roger in different ways. The episode mixes dark comedy with satire, using the exaggerated culture shock to show how American norms don't always work overseas. It builds massive tension going into Part 2. Let me know what you thought was the craziest moment. Was it Stan smashing Jay Leno, Roger's meltdown over no alcohol, or Stan burning the passports? Drop a comment, I'd love to hear. If you liked this recap, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for Part 2, Stan of Arabia, Part 2, next time in our recap series. Thanks for watching.